This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification button for all future content.
A lot of fans and media really don't understand the business part of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of trainers and fighters get shit for moving a certain way with, fighting a guy at a particular time and then not fighting a guy back to back to back. What goes into picking fights?
I hear a perfect example. Like, I'll just use Jessica, right? I mean, let's use Adrian first. Like, Adrian Granados, I would love to get him that Jesse Vargas fight because I think he could have beat Jesse Vargas. I thought that was a realistic fight, and I think that would have been a barn burner, crowd pleaser, and it was in Chicago. So, it was I think it would have been for like a WBC silver or something like that. A situation like that, even if Adrian made it close, he could build a relationship with Eddie Hearn and kind of get out of that PBC web, if you will. I just think he's stuck in that PBC Al Heyman web when they're not really the paydays are okay, but I still think Adrian needs to win. But aside from that, and to get to the point, I guess in a situation like Jessica, like a lot of people are like, Rick, you're crazy. The Cecilia Braekhus fight don't make sense, but it makes total sense to me. She's the biggest name in female, one of the biggest names in female boxing. She has 5 belts. She's 38 years old, right? She's not fast. She's not powerful. They're bringing in Abel Sanchez. I think that's the wrong coach to bring in at the end of your career because, Triple G left her because, he's rugged. He's got that Mexican style. He wants to come forward and he makes you want to fight. He tries to push his fighters to fight and come forward. If Cecilia Braekhus comes forward and wants to fight Jessica, she's going to get hurt. And I don't think at 38 years old, that's a smart idea. And I'm not just saying it just because Jessica's my fighter. I mean, she's 38 years old. She's weak. Kelly Reese, who I like a lot. I actually like that girl. She beat up. She started too late. Like if she would have put that pressure on Cecilia earlier, she could have beat her up and won that fight. But again, that goes to your corner. Like, you've known that. I was shocked that they couldn't pull that fight off. To get to your point, sorry. So we have 2 belts at 140, right? And this is the scenario. We have 2 belts at 140. We have the WBC and the WBA. Everybody knows that. So we go to 144. The fight is at 144. Not 147. So we fight at 144. If we beat her, right? First of all, this is the biggest payday of Jessica's career. That's one, right? This pays off the house that Katie Taylor bought for us because Katie bought the first house. That fight bought Jessica a house. And so Cecilia is going to pay this house off. So that's first and foremost, right? So that's just on its own, right? And then if you want to get to logistics on the boxing side of it, if we beat Cecilia, we beat a Hall of Famer. That definitely we have an argument to be in the Hall of Fame. So that's one thing, right? The money's there, the opportunity's there. If we win, there's a rematch clause, but we can call out Cecilia. I mean, we could call out Claressa Shields to come down to 147 if she can make it. I personally think Claressa can make 147. That's a fight that I would be interested in from a marketing standpoint. We have that option. Claressa could come down to 145, let's say, if she can make it. That's not my problem if she can make it or not. You know what I'm saying? So she'd have to make 147 if we beat Cecilia. Or we can fight Katie Taylor at 144, and I wouldn't give her any less pounds than that. So Katie Taylor, they want to unify the 147 division. Those fights aren't really at 147. So those fights are at 144. They're going to try to get us down to 142, or whoever has the belts at 147 at 142. That's crazy. But so we don't have anything to lose. If we lose to Cecilia, we go back down to 140 and we defend those belts. If we beat Cecilia, then we got to figure out. I mean, there's a rematch clause, but I think if we beat Cecilia, I don't think Cecilia will physically be ready to fight Jessica again in 3 months. That's just me. And I think she'd have to get a new trainer because if we beat her, it's going to be because she comes forward and tries to put pressure on Jessica. Jessica's going to hurt her. And I think that won't work. And I don't think Cecilia will go forward with that type of trainer in her corner. So she has to restart everything. And I think because we're in this little 4-woman tournament, Serrano and Katie we're not going to wait around for her. So she might have to pass on the rematch. So that could give us a rematch with Katie Taylor, and then Cecilia could fight the winner of Katie Taylor versus Jessica. So we could potentially get 3 big money fights out of this. So I think, that's on the upside, right? That's if we win. On the other side, if we lose at 147, we go back down to try to unify 140. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind we could beat Mary McGee. Mary McGee is 33 years old, but her body is like a 43-year-old.
A lot of
Jessica is
miles.
35 years old, but her body's like a 25-year-old. She got tons of miles. So Christina, I think we beat easily because Christina, I don't even know how to say her last name. The girl from Greece. I think she got too much emotion. I don't think she's mentally stable, and I think that as long as we taunt her and get in her head, she couldn't win that fight, even if she wanted to, because she just can't not help herself. She'd be over anxious, over eager. Everyone in her circle is kind of emotional and not rational. So, if you don't surround yourself with smart people, good things don't happen. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for those fights, and female boxing should be excited for those fights. Those are real fights. Those are real opportunities. And those are the biggest names in the sport. Amanda Serrano, Jessica Mccaskill, Cecilia Braekhus, Katie Taylor, and Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields can get it too. If we beat Cecilia and Katie ain't ready, come down, Claressa Shields, come down to 145. You know what I'm saying?
I
We can
feel
make big
like
fights.